Grade 6, good afternoon. So for today's lesson, we will be discussing the expressing one value as a fraction of another given the ratio and vice versa. For today, so we will be talking about ratios and fractions. So at the end of our lesson, we can write ratio in three different ways. So we have three different ways on writing ratios. First is the column form, second is the fraction form, and third is the word form. So fraction and vice versa. So first, let me ask you to bring notebook and your ball pen. Okay, so let us answer this equation first. So who wants to volunteer to read the instruction and the 5 questions today? Yes, Jeff. So, very good. So, let me repeat again. A, write ratios for the following instruction. Write your answers on your answer sheet. So, we have 2 illustrations, the sun and the heart. So, the first question is suns to heart. Second is hearts to total number of figures. Third is suns to total numbers of figures. And fourth question, heart to suns. And lastly, total number of figures to sun. You may now try answering our first activities. Are you done answering it? Let your paper to your seatmate. Let us answer. Class, this question will be our guide to our next topic about expressing one value as a fraction of another given the ratio and vice versa. So, who wants to answer the first question? Yes, Raziel. Suns to heart is 2 to heart. Let's see. How many suns we see in the figures? We have 1 and 2. So, let's write 2 colon. How many hearts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Let's clap our hands for Raziel. Who wants to answer number 2? Yes, Sean. Hearts to total numbers of figures. What do you think will be the answer? It's okay. It's okay to have a mistake. We have just warming up for our lesson. Your answer is 9 is to 11. Let's see. How many hearts in the figures? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many total number of figures? 9 plus 2, we have 11. So the answer is 9 is to 11. Very good. How about the number 3? Who wants to answer the number 3? Read and answer. Yes, Jamie. Suns to total number of figures. Your answer is 2 is to 11. So let's see. Suns. How many suns are there? 2. Very good. How about the total number of figures? Overall, how many figures we have? We have 11. Very good. So the answer is 2 is to 11. So next, hearts to sun. What is the ratio of hearts to sun? Who wants to answer? Read and answer. Yes, Angel. The ratio of hearts to sun is 9/2. Let's see. How many hearts are there? We have 9 hearts. How many suns are there? We have 2. So, the ratio of hearts to sun is 9:2. Last question. What is the total number of figures to sun? So what is the total number? Who wants to answer? Yes, JV. Okay, let's see. What's your answer? Your answer is 11:2. So let's see. What is the total number? 11. What is the total? What is the number of the figure of sun? 2. So very good. The ratio of the total number of figures to sun is 11:2. Take note, class, that before answering the question, let us first see what is the first figures, or what is the first object that is given first. So example number 1, suns to heart. So the first thing we will write as a ratio is the number of sun to the number of heart. Always take note that, class, that every time there is a question about ratio, the first thing we need to remember is what is the first thing, or what is the first figure that is being asked, and yun yung unang ilalagay nyo. So as we continue, so let's have this objective. In this lesson, we will find out how fraction and ratios are related and how they can be used to compare two quantities. So as we continue in our class, we will find out how the ratios and fraction are related to each other, and how they can be used to compare two quantities. So we know that ratios and fractions are used to compare things, and anything that we see, we can compare it using ratio and fraction. And next is, you have learned previously that we write a fraction to represent a part of a whole. And also, we can also compute quantities using ratios. But there is a question. But are fractions and ratios the same? That will be the question we will be thinking at as we study this lesson today. So, are fraction and ratios are the same? And fraction compared to quantities. So, now, as we continue, let's have this example. Raymond bought 3 avocados and 8 mangoes. Use ratios and fraction to compare the number of fruits that he bought. So we have here the figure of 3 avocados and 8 mangoes. So let me remind you, class, to fraction and ratios, we will be using a line graph. So class, para mas mabalance natin or ma-compare natin yung two things, we will be using a line graph. So, in our big book, meron tayong line graph dito na nagre-represent ng avocado. So, meron siyang 3 avocados, which means na meron tayong 3 avocados na binili si Raymond. And under that is the 8 mangoes. So, we draw a line graph and separate it into 8 for us to represent the 8 mangoes that Raymond bought. So, the first truth na we will be talking about is the ratio of the number of avocados to the number of mangoes Raymond bought is 3:8. So, yun nga, class, again, let me remind you na kung ano yung unang number na ilalagay natin sa ratio natin. So, mapapansin natin dito, sabi dito, the ratio of the number of avocados. So, again, how many avocados Raymond bought? Yes, Kaiden? 3. So, let's put 3 here. And how many mangoes? That's Archie? 8. So, 3 avocados and 8 mangoes. So, the number of, yung unang ratio na hinahanap is yung number of avocado. So, we have 3. So, makikita natin na yung 3 yung unang nilagay sa ratio. Sabi doon, the ratio of the number of avocados to the number of mangoes. Let's say yung 2, i-represent siya as colon, and the number of mangoes, which is 8. So, the ratio of the number of avocados to the number of mangoes, Raymond both is 3:8. So, we see that this is a colon form, 3:8. And also, class, the ratio can also be written as a fraction. So, this is the second form of writing a ratio. First is colon form. We use colon to compare two things. And also, we can use fraction form to compare things. So, again, let me read the given. So, the ratio of the number of avocados to the number of mangoes. So, the first thing na hinahanap is yung number of avocado. So, we need to write to the numerator yung unang hinahanap dun sa equation natin. So, ang unang hinahanap is yung number of avocado slash number of mango. So, yung number of avocados, dun siya sa numerator. Kasi siya yung unang hinahanap. And, we divide it or we compare it to the number of mangoes, which is 8. So, ilalagay natin siya sa denominator. So, ang unang, gaya ng sinabi ko dito sa colon form, kung sino yung unang number na hinahanap, yun yung ilalagay sa unahan. Then, kung ano yung huling kino-compare, yun yung ilalagay sa hulihan. And sa fraction form naman, kung ano yung unang i-compare, yun yung ilalagay natin sa numerator. And kung ano naman yung huling i-compare, yun yung ilalagay natin sa denominator. So, just like what this arrow about, the first quantity of the ratio. So, yung numerator natin, yun yung first quantity of the ratio. And yung denominator natin is the second quantity of the ratio. And also, so in word form, the number of avocados is 3:8 of the number of mangoes. So, that is the word form. So, we have, we already written 3 form. The colon form, which is 3:8. The fraction form, which is 3:8. And the word form that the number of avocados is 3:8 of the number of mangoes. So, that is the 3 written form on how to write the ratio. So, we are talking about the vice versa. So, what is vice versa? Anyone in the class? Yes? Yes, Carl. Very good. So, yung vice versa, ibig sabihin yung kabaliktaran. So, kung yung kanina, ang hinahanap natin, yung number of avocados, yung nauna, to the number of mangoes. Ngayon naman, yung vice versa naman yung gagamitin natin. So, gaya ng example dito, the ratio of the number of mangoes to the number of avocados, Raymond both, is 8:3. So, yung kanina, ang unang hinanap natin is yung avocados to the number of mangoes. Ngayon, yung vice versa naman yung gagawin natin. The number of mangoes to the number of avocados. But still, class, kahit magkabaliktad or bali-balikta rin natin yung hinahanap natin to compare or what is the ratio, is still the same. So, sabi dito, the ratio of the number of mangoes to the number of avocados Raymond bought is 8:3. So, nagbago lang is the ratio that first mentioned is the number of mangoes. So, yun yung una nating ilalagay na sa ratio form natin. And the second quantity of the ratio, na second na binanggit is the number of avocado. So, the number of mangoes to the number of avocados Raymond bought is how many mangoes? 8. So, the first thing we need to write is 8 is to how many number of avocados? 3. So, we will write 8 is to 3. Did you get it, class? And also, in vice versa, we can also, the ratio can be also written as a fraction like what the first example is. So, here the example is the ratio of the number of mangoes to the number of avocados. So, i-write natin siya as number of avocados slash number of mangoes, which is the first quantity of the ratio, over or slash number of avocados. Mango is 8 and the number of avocados is 3. So 8 is to 3. So this is the column form, the fraction form, and lastly the word form is the number of mangoes is 8:3 of the number of avocados Raymond bought. So, did you get it, class? Medyo nakakalito. Okay. So, dahil nakakalito siya, let me have another example for us to easily understand para mawala yung lito natin kung paano nga ba isusulat yung fraction form, yung column form, and yung word form. So, here are other examples. So, ribbon A is 5 meters long to the 5 meters to the ribbon B, which is 4 meters. So, meron tayo ditong representation ng ribbon A at ribbon B. Line graph for us to be easily compared the two quantities that we need to compare. So, ribbon A have 5 meters. So, we will be dividing the line graph into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And ribbon B is 4 meters. So, we will be dividing the line graph into 4. Yan. So, ngayon, ribbon A is 5 meters and ribbon B is 4 meters. So, what is the first truth? The ratio of the length of ribbon A to the length of ribbon B is 5:4. So, ang unang bagay or unang quantity, the first quantity na binanggit is yung length ng ribbon A. So, kung ano yung unang quantity na binanggit, yun yung unang ilalagay natin sa ratio. Very good. So, what is the length of ribbon A? Yes, class? Very good. It's 5 meters. So, yun yung una nating ilalagay sa column form natin. Next, to the length of ribbon B. So, yung ribbon B, yung second quantity of ratio na nabanggit. So, saan natin siya ilalagay? After column. Very good. So, the column form of the ratio of the ribbon A to ribbon B is 5:4. Did you get it? Very good. So, ngayon, may idadagdag tayo. So, idadagdag natin yung total length of 2 ribbons. So, para ma-compare natin yung kabuuan nung ribbons natin, kung yung kabuuan ng ribbons as a whole and as a part, we will be adding the both length or the both ratio. So, sabi dito, total length of the two ribbons. So, what is ribbon A? It's 5 plus the ribbon B, which is 4. So, 5 meters plus 4 meter is equals to, yes, Angel? It's 9 meters. Very good. So, class, always remember na in equation, hindi lang siya yung word form, hindi lang siya yung word form, fraction form, and column form. We also need to compute the total length of the quantity. Kasi, minsan, minsan kasama siya sa equation na gaya nung sa example natin kanina, di ba? Yung what is the total number of all figures to the sun. So, we need to compute the number of all figures. So, yung figures dito is yung ribbon and yung the both ribbon, yung ribbon A and ribbon B. So, for us to know the total number of the all figures, we need to add the both figures. And, compare it to the second quantity of the ratio. So, did you get it? So class, kapag binanggit yung total length, we just need to combine the two quantities, yung two ratios na binabanggit when it comes to total length or total quantity of the number. When the word total, so pag narinig natin yung total or hinahanap yung total, palagi nating isipin or palagi nating ipuput sa mind natin na yun yung kabuuan ng lahat ng figures na nakikita natin. So in here, the figures we see is the 5 meters ribbon A and the 4 meters ribbon B. So we will add it. So 5 meters plus 4 meter is 9 meters. So, magamit yung total length as a fraction form. So here, in the second page, so express the length of ribbon A as a fraction of the total length of the two ribbons. So, nabanggit ulit yung total length. So, ibig sabihin, yung kabuuan, yung pangkalahatang number of ratio. So, first na binanggit is yung length of ribbon A. So, gaya nga ng sabi kanina, kung ano yung unang binanggit, yun yung unang ilalagay sa first part. And kung ano yung huling babanggitin, yun yung ilalagay sa second na part. Very good. So, pag nilalagay natin siya sa fraction form, gaya nung kanina, di ba kanina, what is the fraction form of mangoes to avocado? So, the first thing we need to do is to count the number of mangoes slash the number of avocado. So, ngayon, sabi dito, express the length of ribbon A. So, ribbon A, length of ribbon A, nandun siya sa numerator. Dahil siya yung unang i-compare, di ba? I-compare siya sa total length of the two ribbons. So, ibig sabihin total, kabuuan nung dalawang figures. So, what is the length of the ribbon A? It's 5 meters. Very good. Lagay lang natin yung 5. Hatiin natin siya, which is compared to the total length. What is the total length? What is the total length? Yes, Daniel? 9 meters. Very good. So we will write 9. So the length A, so in fraction form, express the length of ribbon A as a fraction of the total length of the two ribbon will be equal to 5:9. So that is the fraction form. Lalagay naman natin siya as word form. So lalagay natin the length, yung unang hinanap, the first quantity of ratio, the length of the ribbon A. Yun yung unang hinanap, di ba? Is, what is our answer? 5:9. of the, what is the second quantity of ratio? Total length of two ribbon. Very good. So, that ng word form. So, kung ano yung unang hinahanap, and when nakuha na natin yung sagot, we will just simplify it by stating a statement. So, at in word form, the length of ribbon A is 5:9 of the total length of the two ribbon. So, di ba mas maikli na siya? Kanina, di ba, express the length of ribbon A as a fraction of the total length of the two ribbon. So, yun yung question. So, kapag alam na natin yung sagot, in word form, which is, kung ano yung unang hinahanap, the first quantity, which is the length of ribbon A, is yung answer natin, which is 5:9 of the total. Mababasa din naman natin Mababasa natin siya dun sa given. So, yung as a fraction, yung fraction, tatanggalin natin, gagawin natin siya yung nakuha nating answer. Next. Next naman, ribbon B naman yung tinutukoy. What fraction of the total length of the two ribbon is the length of ribbon B? So, kanina, ribbon A yung yung i-express natin. Ngayon naman, length of ribbon B to the total length as a whole. So, ngayon, gaya nung ginawa natin sa first example, length of the ribbon B, which is, yun yung unang quantity of the ratio na binanggit, over or slash to the total length of the two ribbon, which is yun yung second na binanggit. So, what is the length of the ribbon B? It's 4 meters. So, what is the total of the two ribbon? 9. Very good. So, in word form, the length of ribbon B, which is yung 4, the length of ribbon B is, what is our answer? 4:9 of the total length of two ribbons. So, did you get it, class? Mas nagulo. Okay lang yan kasi it's math. Mahirap talaga ang math. Medyo mahirap pero pag begin na pag-aralan, magigets natin na, madali lang pala. Yun lang din pala. Nasa given din pala yung sagot or nasa given din pala. Kaya guys, class, mahalaga na basahin natin kung ano yung hinahanap. Kasi kung ano yung hinahanap, doon natin masasagot yung pinaka-final answer. And kapag nakuha na natin yung final answer, madali na lang ilagay yung word form kasi nasa given din naman. May tatanggalin lang tayo para mas masimplify siya. So, next example. Ina, Aina, and Dana saved some money from their allowance in the ratio 2:3:5. So, kanina, two comparison lang yung kino-compare natin. Ngayon, we have 3 quantities, which is yung pera na sinave ni Ina, ni Aina, at ni Dana. So class, gaya nga nasabi ko kanina, we need to use a line graph for us to be easily compare the 3 quantities. So, we have Ina, meron siyang 2 na na-save na money. Si Aina, meron siyang 3. And si Dana na meron siyang 5. So, to compare the quantities, the first thing i-compare is yung kay Ina. I-compare muna natin yung na-save ni Ina kay Aina. So, ganun muna klasa. Hindi natin kailangan na sabay-sabayin silang lahat na i-compare. Gaya nung ginawa natin sa una, yung first two muna yung i-compare natin. So, sino ba yung unang binanggit sa second equation natin? It's Ina and Aina. So, yung unang i-compare natin is yung money na na-save ni Ina at ni Aina. So, sabi dito, the amount of Ina save. So, ilan yung kay Ina? Meron siyang 2. How many yung kay Aina? Meron siyang 3. So, in word form, the amount of money Ina save is 2:3 of the amount of money Ina save. So, ganun lang. Let's have another example. So, Sophia's height is 5/7 of Ariel's height. So, we have Sophia and Ariel. So, Sophia has 5 feet. So, we will be dividing the line graph into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Arnel's height is 7 feet. So, we will be distributing the line graph into 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, now, we have only two number of quantities we will compare. So, we have Sophia's height and Arnel's height. So, hindi na siya gaya nung kanina na 3 yung ikukumpara natin. So, ngayon, ang una nating iko-compare is Sophia's height to Arnel's height. What is Sophia's height? It's 5 feet. So, we will use 5 feet compared to how many is Arnel's height? Yes, Argel, it's 7 feet. Very good. So, the ratio of Sophia's height to Arnel's height is 5:7. Ngayon, in vice versa naman, ang ratio naman ng kay Arnel's height kay Sophia's height, what do you think is the answer? Vice versa naman. Kung kanina si Sophia yung kay Sophia ang height yung i-compare natin kay Arnel na height. Ngayon naman, yung kay Arnel na height naman yung i-compare natin kay Sophia. What do you think will be the answer? Yes, Carla, it's 7:5. Very good. So, vice versa, binaliktad din natin. So, it's 7:5. Very good. So, we need to add, what is the total height of the two friends? What do you think will be the, what will be the total amount or the total height? Yes, Jamie, it's 5 plus 7 because 5 feet si Sophia and 7 feet si Arnel. So, 5 plus 7 is 12. So, the total is 12 units. Next, we'll compare the height of Arnel's. What is Arnel's height? It's 7 feet. What is the ratio of Arnel's height to the total height of two friends? What do you think is the answer? Yes, Shan. Very good. The ratio of Arnel's height to the total height of the two friends is 7:12. Very good. Because Arnel's height is 7 feet and the total height of the two friends is 12 units. How about Arnel's height to the total number or the total height of the two friends? What do you think will be the answer? Yes, Mark? Very good. The total Arnel's height is 3. Sophia's height is 3:12 of the total height. Very good. So, you get it na ba? Lumilinaw na. Very good. So, I'll be grouping you into 4 groups. So, I will be giving you 4 activity and you need to answer it. This is for group 1. This is for group 2. This is for group 3. And this is for group 4. You may now take your group. Now, let's have the presentation of group 1. Excuse me. Group 1, the volume of water in bottle A is 7:8 of the volume of water in volume B. Draw a model to compare the volumes of water in bottle A and bottle B. So, do you think they have the correct representation of using line graph? Very good. So, next question. Find the ratio of the volume of water and volume bottle A to the water of volume of water in bottle B. It's 7:8. Is group 1 correct? Very good. Next, find the ratio of the volume of water in bottle A to the amount of water in the two bottles. It's bottle A, it's 7 to the total number, which is 15. So 7 plus 8 is 15. So the total number will be 15. So the ratio of the volume A to the total number, or to the total amount of water into bottle is 7:15. Very good. Next, express the volume of water in bottle B as a fraction of the total volume of water in both bottles. So it's 7:8. Very good. So group 2, Ramona scored a total of 18 points in a 20-item math test. What is the ratio of the number of correct answer to the number of incorrect answer? Give your simplest form. It's 9:1. So, what is the number of correct answer? Meron siyang 18 na correct answer. And meron lang siyang 2 mistakes, which is 18 points to 20 items. So, 18 yung tama, which is 9. And yung mali is 2. So, divide both side by 2. So, 9:1. Very good. What is the ratio of the number of incorrect answer to the total number of test item? So, ratio of incorrect number. So, meron lang siyang 1 mistake, ay 2 mistake, which is 2. And answer to the total number of test items, which is 20. So, divide both side by 2. So, 2 divide 2 is 1, and 2 divide 20 is 10. So, 1:10. Very good. What fraction of the total of number of test item and the number of correct answer? It's 9/10. So, simplest form na to. So, the total, what is the fraction of total number of test items in the number of correct answer? So, yung correct answer niya is 18, and yung number of tests is 20. So, it's 18:20. So, divide both side by 2 because it's the simplest form. So, the answer will be 9/10. Very good. Group 2. Next, Group 3. 1/3 of Joe's money is equal to 1/4 of Diwa's money. So, find the ratio of Jose's money to Diwa's money. I will hold it na lang because it keep on falling. Find the ratio of Jose's money to Diwa's money. Jose's money is 3. 1/3. So, it's 3. And Diwa's money is 4. So, the ratio is 3:4. Very good. What is the ratio of the total amount of money to Jose's money? So, let's compute the total amount. 3 plus 4 is 7. Very good. Group 2. Group 3. What is the ratio of total amount of Jose's money? 3. So, the ratio is 7:3. Very good. Correct. What fraction of the total amount of money is Diwa's money? So, Diwa's money is 4 to the total amount of their money, which is 7. So, the answer is 4/7. Very good. Group 3. You got the correct answer. For Group 4, in a box, the number of square is 5 times as much as the number of triangles. The number of triangles is 4:5 of the number of squares. Draw a model to compare the number of square, triangles, and circles. So, square is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 columns. Triangles, we have 1 because 5 times as much as the number of triangles. So, walang binanggit na number. So, there is a equivalent na 1 na siya. So, 5 squares and 1 triangles. So, the number of circles is 4/5 of the square. So, 5 na yung square. So, ibig sabihin yung circle is 4. Very good. Group 4. What fraction of the number of circles, the number of triangles? So, fraction, number of circles is the number of circles to the number of triangles. So, yung triangles natin is wala. So, the answer is 1/4. Very good. Find the ratio of the amount of square to the number of triangles to the number of circles. So, we have 3. So, 5:1, which is triangle, is to 4, which is yung circle. Very good. In its simplest form, what is the ratio of the number of triangles and circles to the number of shape? Express the number of circles as fraction of the total number of shape in its simplest form. It's 2:5. Very good. So, can you give an excellent clap to the Olive group by answering this activity into groups? Very good. Now, before we end our class, we will give items to assess if you really understand our topic for today. You may now answer our quiz while I am putting it in the board. I'll start answering it. Direction. Read and analyze each item carefully. Then choose the letter of the best answer. Who wants to read and answer? Number 1. Yes, Jamie. Nena bought some books and notebooks during a sale. The ratio number of books to the number of notebook is 7:9. Which of the following models illustrate the situation? What is your answer, Jamie? What do you think will be the illustrate the situation? You say it's letter B. Let's find out. So, in letter excuse me, in letter A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books and 1, 2 notebooks. So, it's wrong. In B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. In books, in C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is to 9 or 1 because it has same value or quantity. Next, D. Books to notebooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 is to 10. Do you think Jamie is right? Very good. So it's letter B. Next. Number 2. Who wants to read and answer number 2? Yes? Yes, Sean. 1 ran a distance that is 11/8 of the distance John ran. Which of the following cannot be answered by the given information? A. The ratio of the distance John ran to the distance 1 ran. The distance John ran as a fraction of the total distance of the 2 boys ran. The ratio of the total distance of 2 boys ran to the distance John ran. The actual distance that each boy ran. So what do you think will be the answer? Sean? It's the distance ran as a ratio of the total distance of 2 boys. Very good. It's letter B. Next. Who wants to answer number 3? Yes, Prince. It's a store sold 10 gallons of palm oil and 8 gallons of olive oil. What fraction of the total number of vegetable oil sold is the number of gallon of olive oil? So we have 10 gallons of palm oils. 10. And 8 gallons of olive oil. What do you think will be the answer? Is it 4/9, 10/8, 5/9 or 9/4? It's B. 10/8. Very good. Number 4. In a class, the number of girls... who wants to read it and answer? Yes, Jez? In a class, the number of girls is of the total number of pupils. What is the ratio of the number of boys to the total number of girls in the class? So I think it has missing numbers. So 10 to 30. What is the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls in the class? What do you think? Is it 11 is to 19, 11 is to 30, 19 is to 11, 30 is to 19? Yes? Just it's 19 is to 11 because 19 plus 11 is 30, which is the total number, and 11 is the number of girls, and number of girls is the second number of the quantity mentioned. So very good. It's 19 is to 11. Last one. Alex, Caleb, and Minda shared the sum of money in the ratio 5 is to 6 is to 7. Which of the following statement is false? Alex's money is 5 is to 7 of Minda's money. The ratio of Minda's money to the sum of the money is shared is 7 is to 15. The sum of money that she shared is 3 times Caleb's money. The sum of Caleb and Minda's money is 13/5 of Alex's money. What do you think will be the answer? Is it A, B, C, or D? Yes, JB? Is it B? Because the total number of the money tree is 18. So, it's 7 is to 18. Who got the perfect score? Class? Very good. For those who got 4, 3, 2, 1. For those students who have 2 and 1 scores, I will give you a quiz, and you can answer it at your home, and you will give it back to me as a remedial exam. So here is it. Okay, thank you for your participation, class. I will see you tomorrow. God bless.